Do you think he is incompetent, insane, or evil? If you were to bet money on each of those.
Incompetent, insane, or evil?
Insane meaning he's lying to everyone, but also to himself, which is a little bit different than incompetence.
He's not incompetent. So I think he's some combination of insane and evil, but it's impossible to know unless we know deep inside his heart how deluded he is versus a calculated strategy. And I think if you look at SBF, I think he's a fascinating individual. He's a horrible human being. Let's start there. But he's also somewhat interesting from a psychology perspective because he's very open about the fact that he understands image and he understands how to cultivate image, the importance of image, so well that I think a lot of people, even though they've talked about it, aren't emphasizing that enough when interacting with him. This is a man whose entire history is about cultivating the right opinions at the right time to achieve the right effect. Why do you think he would suddenly change that approach when he has all the more reason to cultivate an image?
So he is extremely good naturally, or
I don't know if he's good, but he's hyper aware.
So he's deliberate in cultivating a public image and controlling the public image.
You know about the Democrat donations. He knew to donate to the right people, $40 million. He says on a call that we released with Tiffany Fong, he says on a call that he donated the same amount to Republicans. There's speculation on whether this is true because he's a liar, whatever. So caveat there. But he said he donated to Republicans the same amount, but he donated dark because he knew that most journalists are liberal and they would kind of hold that against him. So he wanted all the sides to be in his favor, in his pocket, while simultaneously understanding the entire media landscape and playing them like a fiddle by cultivating this image of I'm this progressive, woke billionaire who wants to give it all away, do everything for charity. I drive a Corolla while living in $1 million penthouse, multi-million. But that was sort of the angle. He understood so well how to play the media. And I think he underestimated when he did this how much people would put him under a deeper microscope. And I don't think he has achieved the same level of success in cultivating this new image because I think people are so skeptical now. No one's buying it. But I think he's trying it. He's doing it to the best.
But it has worked leading up to this particular wobbly situation. So before that, wasn't there a public perception of him being a force for good, a financial force for good?
100%. Yeah. Somebody from Sequoia Capital, wrote this glowing review that he was going to be the world's first trillionaire. There's so many pieces done on he's the most generous billionaire in the world that he was sort of like the steel man of, it's possible to make tons of money. This is like the effective altruism movement. Make as much money as you can, as fast as you can, and then give it all away. And he was sort of like the poster child for that. And he did give some of it away and got a lot of press for it. And I think that was kind of by design. I want to address a real quick point.
Yes.
A lot of people have said that Binance played a role. And while they catalyzed this, insolvency is a problem that will eventually manifest either way. So I don't put any blame on CZ for basically causing this meltdown. The underlying foundation was unstable and it was going to fall apart at the next push. I mean, he just happened to be the final kind of I don't know, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, the catalyst that revealed
but
the fraud.
Yeah, but it's I don't think he's culpable for FTX's malfeasance in how they handled accounts, if that makes sense.
So what role did they play? Could they have helped alleviate some of the pain of investors, of people that held funds there?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't know. I would see some kind of weird obligation, like with the $2 billion they made on FTX. Remember, they got $2 billion, some of it in cash, some of it in FTT tokens. So I don't know how much actual cash they have from that deal, but they have billions from the success of what seems to be a fraud. It seems to have been a fraud from early on. They had the back door as early as early 2020, from what I can tell.
So the back door between FTX and Alameda
Yes.
Research.
Yes.
Do you think CZ saw through who SBF is? What is
N-
he's doing?
no, I think CZ is like, he's a shark. I think he's good at building a big business.
Like a good
I don't
shark or a bad shark? I don't know.
I don't know. I think sharks just eat. I mean, I don't know. I think
My relationship with shark has like Finding Nemo. There's a shark in that. So I
sure.
don't know. So
I think like Jeff Bezos is a shark.
okay.
So whether people have loaded connotations of like how they feel about Jeff Bezos. I mean, I would say like, I think CZ is a ruthless businessman.
Mhm.
I think he's cold. He's calculated. He's very deliberate. And I think what he should do in this position is forfeit the funds that he profited from that investment, because largely I think it's owed to the customers. There's so much hurting out there. So I think they could do a lot of good around that. I don't know if they will, because I don't know if he sees it in his best interest. I think that's probably how he's thinking. But yeah, I think they could have helped, or they could still help there.